Coming up on Mountain News at 6, just weeks after being impeached, a judge rules that the London City Council did not have enough evidence to remove the mayor. And one couple is raising concerns about roads in their community that have not been repaired since the July 2022 flood.
And we're seeing a few splash and dash showers being picked up on live pinpoint Doppler radar. I'll tell you when those will clear out coming up.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
A Southern Kentucky mayor is back at City Hall after a judge ruled the City Council did not have enough evidence for his impeachment. Randall Weddle is talking to us about what's next as the City Council vows not to give up, trying to keep him from staying in office. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has the latest on the ongoing saga in the City of London.
Randall Weddle is back in the office that he cleaned out the night of September the 4th because he feared what was a certainty on September 5th.
It feels great. Last night it was, I was anxious to get back into the office that the people elected me.
Almost 3.5 weeks after the council voted unanimously to impeach, a circuit judge said the council didn't have enough evidence for his removal.
To me, it makes no sense, but it shows how this council is not responsible. They don't think about the people's tax dollars.
Weddle says he told the council Monday night that he's ready to put all this in the past.
And I asked them last night to put the feelings aside, told them that I forgave them. We're moving on out of this impeachment. I have no hard feelings, no ill will.
A lot of people have a lot of different opinions about what's going on. I went up to more than half a dozen people. None of them wanted to talk on camera, but I got a lot of different responses. One woman told me, "I think they have done him wrong." A man right beside her said, "I think he's corrupt." City Council attorney says they're appealing the circuit judge's decision. Weddle says since his impeachment, the city came to a complete stop.
Nobody knew what to do and no direction was being given to the city employees.
He calls their efforts the greatest coup in southeast Kentucky.
They did what they did, their coup was overturned.
But with the appeal of the reinstatement, it's not over yet. In Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
There is not a timetable on when the Court of Appeals will hear the latest argument, but the council's attorney told us Monday it could happen within several weeks. Knox County deputies say a man poured gasoline on a vehicle and set it on fire while the owner was nearby. A deputy responded to Hazel Fork Road in Gray on September 27th to find the vehicle still burning. He and the owner put out the flames using water from a nearby mud puddle. Investigators say 45-year-old Jerry Smith threw gas on the car and ignited it. He was arrested and charged with first-degree arson, wanton endangerment, and criminal mischief. A Claiborne County, Tennessee jury found a New Tazewell man guilty on multiple charges after a 2-day trial. Prosecutors say 66-year-old Robert Lee Harris was convicted of aggravated assault, carjacking, and especially aggravated kidnapping. The jury reached its verdict on September 25th. Harris's bond was revoked and sentencing was set for November 10th. A Powell County EMS worker and the judge executive went before the state EMS board today. They were accused of violating state policy earlier this year. They gave anti-venom to the director of the Kentucky Reptile Zoo in May after he was bitten by highly venomous Jameson's mamba. Those with ties to the state say only a wilderness paramedic is allowed to do that. But the state board ultimately dismissed the case. Alyssa Williams was in Frankfort for the hearing today.
The hearing involved those with Powell County EMS, the medical director over the county EMS, and the Kentucky Board of EMS, also known as K-Beams. Powell County Judge Executive Eddie Barnes had the chance to speak to the board, saying he understands the legal implications of what he did, but he has no regrets.
I do not apologize for my actions. I hope that everybody sitting up there would have done the same thing, placed in our position.
Throughout this situation, Barnes said he was unaware that administering anti-venom was outside a standard EMS worker's scope of practice. Walt Lubbers, the medical director over Powell County EMS, disputed that, arguing Barnes and the other EMS worker should have stuck to what they were legally allowed to do.
You could argue, and I would in fact say, that what actually probably saved this person's life was that he got intubated by the flight crew.
That comment caused James Harrison to speak up.
So to say that, oh, you could have given saline or you could have done this, I'd be dead. You wouldn't be talking to me right now.
After a few hours of deliberation, K-Beams dismissed the case, meaning it will not go forward for another hearing. K-Beams also clarified they are not the ones to decide whether an EMS worker gets their license taken away.
We don't have to worry about what may happen or what's going to happen. You know, we can now go back to helping people.
In Frankfort, Alyssa Williams, WKYT.
Barnes says he understands how unique this situation is, but he will continue to push for changes to the scope of practice for his agency to avoid future issues. State Senator Brandon Smith of Hazard released a statement regarding the decision today. It reads in part, quote, Powell County and all of Kentucky thank these heroes for their quick action to save a life, and it is my hope their effort will result in a constructive change to administrative regulations that will not discourage heroic action in the future. We are in the final hours of September now, and it looks like the first several days of October will be mainly dry and warm. First Alert meteorologist Eric Dean has our first look at the forecast. Eric.
Well, Steve, you said it, mainly dry and warm is the name of the game for at least the first few days of October. This is a scene right now in Pikeville. We're seeing mainly cloudy skies, a little bit of a renegade shower being picked up in portions of Pike County. You can see it right here on live pinpoint Doppler radar, that shower and storm activity pushing through portions of the area. We'll go ahead and pinpoint over towards portions of Claiborne County, Campbell County right now, seeing a little bit of shower and storm activity. Lee County in Virginia, portions of Wise County as well. Same story for portions of Buchanan as well as Dickinson County. Now this is taking, notice the direction here, it's retrograding back. It's taking more of an east to west approach. So something we'll be monitoring very close over the next several hours. Temperatures right now, 70s, even 80s. Look at Somerset, 81 degrees, 83 in Monticello. We're at 74 in Jackson, 76 in Prestonsburg. Hour by hour forecast. If you have plans tonight, we'll be clearing out with overnight lows in the mid-60s. I'll have the complete First Alert forecast coming up in a few minutes. Steve.
Eric, thank you. Roads and bridges throughout the region were damaged by the historic flooding in July of 2022. Some have been repaired, but others are still untouched. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino spoke to a concerned Knott County couple.
This has been going on for 3 years. We've been trying to get something done, and nothing's done.
Joan and Charles Hall have been working the last few years to get attention to flood-damaged roads in Knott County.
Very concerned about Route 7 and 899. These roads have not been touched since the flood of 2022. They've patched, but not resurfaced. On the side of the road, they're breaking off, and it's dangerous to drive. If I had a child in school, I would not let my child drive the school bus because these roads are pathetic.
The Halls say not only is the road dangerous for travel, but is also causing maintenance issues to their vehicles, causing them to buy a new set of tires about every 6 months.
I mean, there's potholes there that are absolutely ruining people's cars and their tires. And you know, tires aren't cheap.
The Halls claim they have called senators, representatives, and highway departments, but are left with no direct answers.
There was a concert in Lexington where $2.9 million was raised. Nobody can tell me where that money's at, and we need help. These roads are pathetic.
The closer we get to the county line down here, the worse it gets.
In Knott County, McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
WYMT reached out to the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet District 12 in Pikeville around 3 this afternoon. However, media relations officials said they could not provide us a statement by news time as they were heading to an out-of-office meeting.
All right, in the world of weather, we are seeing a few little renegade showers in our Virginia counties, but other than that, we're staying dry and cloudy. But when will the clouds get out of here? I'll let you know next, coming up in the First Alert forecast in a few minutes.
And a project 2 decades in the making is taking another step forward in Letcher County.